What is going on YouTube? My name is Dom and I'm not wearing a fucking hat today. This is your surgeon tips video. I already did toxic. If you haven't seen that video yet, you can go ahead and check that out. Link to that will be in the top right corner of the screen. You can go ahead and click on that card. It will redirect you to that video so you can check that out as well. But today we're going to be going ahead and talking about surgeon, easily one of my favorite and most fun classes to play with in the assault category. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's hop right into the video. How I always begin these videos is I always talk about the weapons that are at your disposal. Now the weapons for this surgeon, he has the P90, he has the MP5, and he has the 6.4 P1. Now out of all of those, I love the MP5 the most. I feel like it's the most accurate. It's got a great fire rate. It does decent damage. It's just an overall good weapon. Of course, once you get out to longer ranges, it doesn't really do so well. Now as far as the surgeon's ability goes, he has 5 stim packs per round, and those have a 30-second cooldown on them. So you use one, you have to wait 30 seconds before you can use it again. Now when you use it, it can either revive somebody or it can give them 40 HP. I believe it's about 40. It's somewhere between 40 but not quite 50, which can really get you out of a bind. Now I don't believe that the stim packs actually stop hollow point bleeding damage. They just give that extra health. Now there is something strange with his surgeon ability that I found was really off. So when you use the stim pistol and you're aiming at somebody, you're aiming at a teammate, they will highlight glow when you are able to hit them. Of course, this is what doesn't make sense. If they're sitting behind an obstacle, or let's say they're standing behind an obstacle, their entire body has to be visible to you in order to hit them with that stim pistol. If someone's upper body is above an obstacle and you aim at that part, you won't be able to hit them, which I find is incredibly strange. I almost think it should be like a free fire sort of deal where I can just fire it wherever I like, and if I hit a teammate, then I can hit, and then I can deal them, then I can restore their HP. Now another thing that I find that is incredibly stupid, I want to say, is that you are unable to heal yourself with your own stim pistols. I think if you were able to do that, I don't think it would be necessarily overpowered. I don't think it would be too powerful. I think it would be very good. I think it would be awesome, man, if I could heal myself. You would basically have another option for tank, but he only has an increased health pool when he gets damaged, and he would only do it once every 30 seconds. I think that would be fucking awesome. Also, I believe the stim pistols should be able to counteract the effects of hollow point bleeding damage. So now with surgeon, I feel like he is the only character in the game that is a true hybrid. He has really come into this as being a true hybrid. I would almost consider him more of a support than an assault, and that's really how you have to think of him. This is not the first guy you want dying in a gunfight. Of course, you don't want anybody to die in a gunfight, but if you had to pick, you don't want surgeon to be that guy. Really, he has 2 big play styles that I really like to see. One is when you are with an assault group. If you're running 3 other assaults or maybe 2 assaults or something like that, you want to keep the surgeon with them to provide them health and to make sure that if they go down, they can get picked up very quickly, or if they get hit, that you can give them the extra health that they need to keep in the gunfight longer. Now, if you choose to play him as a supporting role mainly, cover your supports, protect them. If anybody pushes them, knock them down. If anybody gets sniped, you can pick them up really quickly. He's basically like a medic. Of course, if you put quick hands on him, he basically becomes a field medic. So there's almost nothing in the game that can put you down. And if you're running surgeon and medic in the same squad lineup, it is almost impossible to kill everybody. If you play slow, you play hidden, and you stay concealed, it is almost impossible to kill anybody. Now that I mean, this is not a guy that you want getting in the gunfights and dying early. If you had to pick, does that mean you should not get in gunfights? No, of course you can get in gunfights. You have the tools to take people out, to really fuck people up, and I recommend doing so when you have the proper opportunity. Now his playstyle has to be inherently really passive. You don't have to play that way, but I find that that is what is most effective. So when you are on the front line, you have to really try bobbing and weaving quite often so you don't get hit instantly, so you don't get picked off. You do not want to lose any health, and you really want to stay alive to support your teammates. Of course, when people come into view, you can take shots and you can try to hit them. Is going to be very effective. Now I find his best perk is probably going to be quick hands. You can always run safety first. That is kind of my favorite perk on an assault class, but the reason I'm not going to run it on this class per se is because I'm really not going to be storming buildings with this character. That's not something I really plan on doing. So as a general guideline for playing this character, I think your mindset mindset going into this cannot be this is a Slayer class and you're going to try to get kills with it, because if you go in thinking that and think, okay, well, I'm going to get kills with this class and then I'm going to also provide health and support for my allies, you're not going to be successful, you're not going to be effective, and you're probably going to think this class is fucking garbage. I'm not here to get kills, I'm here to support people, and when people come into my field of view, I can try to poke them to try to take out damage to make it easier as a team to kill them. Now, I think that should be your mindset pretty much all across the board, is how can we win as a team. But with this character specifically, you really want to make sure that you are in line supporting other characters, whether it's protecting your supports, protecting your snipers, or protecting your front line. That is your goal, is protection and health and making sure people get revived. Now, one strategy that I do have with this character is if you are in a gunfight and one of your allies goes down right next to you, you could say, I'm going to pop you really quick, get ready to get back up. And here's the trick with this. If you shoot them very, very quickly, if they go down instantly, you say, pull out your stim pack and you revive them instantly. Now on the other enemy's team, it's going to have that 4 versus 3 emblem pop up, or whatever it may be, if it's 2 versus 3 or whatever, it's going to pop up. And by the time that you revive them, if you revive them quick enough, they're going to be up and moving by the time the enemy gets the notification that you were revived. Now that is probably the best strategy with it. You can get people up so quickly, and if people aren't watching bodies correctly, you can get the jump in a gunfight so quickly. But anyway, if you guys had any thoughts, opinions, comments about the video, please leave them down into the description. I would love to hear what you guys have to say and have a conversation with you. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.